Today, I am going to try and beat Pokemon Sword and Shield only using Sobble. And to give myself an even harder challenge, the rules include me not allowing myself to Dynamax or let Sobble hold any items. And trust me, this made the challenge much harder. Before we start, let me just say, I make a lot of jokes about how annoying some of the characters and the story can be at times, but in reality, I think this might be my favorite Pokemon game ever. And the jokes I include are just for fun and humorous reasons. I don't actually hate Hop like most people do. Starting things off, we pick the female character because I like that one better, and we're gonna name them Epic Toast, in inspiration of Max Mofo's Wet Bread. We are then introduced to the champion Leon through Poketube, leading up to us being introduced to our friendly rival Hop, who also happens to be Leon's brother. Leaving our house, we notice a Wooloo giving itself brain damage and proceed to go to the train station to meet up with Leon. Shortly after that, we are given the option to pick one of 3 epic starters, and of course I had to go with my boy Sobble. Hop then requests a battle in which we destroy his hopes and dreams by obliterating his score bunny because he's an idiot who picked the weak type against me. Oh no, the Wooloo escaped. So you know what, let's go into the Forbidden Forest, which is obviously filled with creatures that is going to eat us children alive. The game then forcefully shows us how wild encounters work, and then we encounter the legendary dog, in which both characters proceed to try and fight it. Luckily he's a good doggo and causes no harm, and Leon saves us while Charizard eats the Wooloo we rescued. After that we get encouraged to actually catch Pokemon, but that would ruin the idea of this video. However, the encounters were a good place to train my Sobble. And then Hop asks if we know what a Pokemon Center is, because he thinks we're brain dead like he is. And then Hop is ready for another battle, in which his Pokemon skulls can be crushed by my Sobble again. Before heading off on our journeys, our parents plead us not to leave them forever, and we just say, no. Then we make our way to the epic wild area, which serves very little purpose in this challenge. However, I must admit, I absolutely love the wild area while properly playing. The first thing I did was go to a raid den, because I thought getting candy would be a much quicker and easier way to gain levels, but after seeing how a 2-minute raid can get me from level 12 to 17, made me not want to use that method towards the beginning, because it made me feel cheap. But for now, it was still early, and I didn't want to overlevel my starter to the point where it doesn't listen to me. If that's even how it works, I think it is. Our little Sobble also tried to evolve for the first time, and like our parents begging us to stay home, I just said, no. Walking into Motostoke, there was one thing I had in mind that I needed to do, and that was to buy the swirly rainbow eyes, because it's epic. We then sign up for the gym challenge and pick the number 420 because funny, and then get told to stay at a hotel for the night. And you know, Sonia yaps on about more story stuff, and Team Yell, also known as the worst team in a Pokemon game ever, forced me to battle with them, but luckily I completely destroyed their little Pokemon. Turns out they are just disruptive fans of Marnie, who is another gym challenger contender, and is another major rival. The next day we enter one of the stadiums, and the gym challenge opening ceremony starts off, introducing the gym challenges minus Pierce for whatever reason. He's just kinda not there. After that, Hop yet again wants me to show him how pathetic he is, and then we make our way through to Route 3, and then into the epic looking mines, which I must say actually looks really awesome. This is also where we first meet our other rival, Bede, or Beady, I like Bede better, with his golden Rolex, and who without a doubt has the best battle theme ever. And I don't know why, I just really like Bede's character in the game. Something about him is just really, I don't know, I just like him. I had no problem crushing his dreams as well. Then we head out to Route 4, ready to face Milo, the first gym leader. But that's after Sonia explains a bit more story stuff, and then we made our way to the gym stadium, in which we needed to herd Wooloo before we could even start the battle. Once that was done, we can walk into the stadium and cue the epic gym battle music. Although being the weak type in this battle, I thought my level was going to be high enough to win this battle easily. However, taking into consideration my no Dynamax rule, it made me realize how difficult it is to beat a Dynamax Pokemon you're weak to. My first plan was to just do some training back in Route 4, but I wasn't earning enough XP as fast as I was hoping to, so I went back on what I said earlier and decided to grind levels through candies from raid battles, and I managed to get Sobble to level 27. By this point, I thought I was ready. So, what happened? This. My new plan was to teach Sobble Protect in order to try and take less damage, and to waste Milo's 3 Dynamax moves. However, Dynamax moves can still damage your Pokemon even with Protect, and unfortunately repeatedly using Protect greatly increases the chances of it failing, which would lead to an instant death. I tried so many times, which also led me to teach Sobble Reflect, but it just wouldn't work. So I decided to continue farming candies in the hopes Sobble will still obey me despite having a way higher level than intended that early in the game. And that level would be 37. basically worthy of becoming Intellion. But even after that, I was still losing battle after battle. But it finally happened. We were both on very low HP, and I just happened to attack first, getting the finishing blow with U-turn, and I had completed the first of 8 gym battles. Buff Milo then congratulates us and hands us the grass badge. We then went through Route 5, only to be stopped by Team Yell again, who I absolutely demolished due to my overpowered Sobble, and obtained a bike from this random old guy on the streets. Oh wait, Hop's ready for another whooping. Let me just plow through your entire team with my baby lizard. And before we knew it, powerhousing through everything in my way, I was already prepared to battle the second gym leader, Nessa, who has the same typing as me. However, before we could fight her, we had to learn how to turn on and off some large-sized taps to show off that we are big brain enough to battle her. Luckily, her fight was nowhere near as difficult as Milo's, because this time I didn't have any type disadvantages. And in fact, I managed to complete the gym on my first try. And just like that, another gym down, earning us the water badge. On the way back to the stadium of the opening ceremony to partake in the third gym battle, we go through some more cool looking mines and run into my boy Beat again, so we can listen to some more sick beats. Oh look, it's Team Yell again, what do you know? Time to sleep before my next gym battle. Oh wait, no, Marnie wants to fight me. Now this wasn't as easy of a battle as I was expecting, because Marnie has a Krogunk which actually gets healed when attacked by a water move. Not only that, but my other moves were extremely weak against it. Alongside that, its moves would do insane amounts of damage to me. I lost 2 times before teaching Sobble Swift, which was a normal type move to help get a decent amount of damage on Krogunk, and thankfully that was the solution to that problem. It was then time to fight the fire gym leader Kubo, but before that, I was getting scared, because I obviously want to complete this challenge without catching any Pokemon, and the gym challenge was to get 5 points, with 1 point allocated by killing a Pokemon, or 2 points by catching them. That's the challenge. When you start off, there are only 3 Pokemon encountered, meaning I thought I was only going to get 3 out of 5 points, because I would have to kill them and not catch them. But thankfully, they respawn once they're all gone, meaning I didn't have to catch any of them. Then it was time for a battle I was certain I was going to win, which was the case for the first half of the battle, being weak against my water type Sobble. However, his epic Gigantamax Centiskorch knew a grass type attack, and whilst in Dynamax form, it was just like Milo's battle all over again. However, candy training solved that problem by bringing Sobble to level 46, which made her strong enough to destroy Centiskorch, earning us yet again another one of the 8 gym badges, this one being the fire badge. The 3 starting gym leaders then congratulate us, and the game allows us to explore more of the wild area and make our way to Hammerlock, a medieval looking town. Not much happens here when we arrive, except Rianne, one of the gym leaders, shows us his trophy collection and takes us into a room with Sonia to learn more about the Darkest Day, which was a historical event that goes with the story of the game. Then, just before heading into Route 6, more Team Yell grunts request they fight my godlike Sobble. And well, it would be rude to decline and not let their Pokemon experience the Sobble pelting, so I gladly accepted their request. But other than that, nothing else happened, and we arrived at the next gym stadium. However, Hop I think wants to feel better after having a tantrum earlier or something, by proving himself he's still worthy by fighting me again. But I must admit, probably shouldn't have picked me to fight for reassurance. Oh wait, no, we still can't do the gym battle yet, because Bede is trying to destroy a historical rock wall thingy. Then we had to fight him again, which I was alright with, because we can listen to his epic theme again. But then he gets caught by Chairman Rose and is kicked out of the gym challenge for being a naughty boy. Great, we can finally play pinball with us being the ball, right before going on to fight Bayer. I think that's her name, who's most likely my favorite gym leader of the region. Oh great, it seems I wasn't recording while fighting Bayer, because I'm an idiot. No, I'm being serious, I don't have footage of it. I don't know where it is, I just obviously didn't click record. Nothing exciting happened, so that's alright, I guess. Now, into the forest of magical mushrooms that light up, and straight through to Balanlia, which is an amazing looking town. Just look how cool this looks. Unlike most of the other times, we were allowed to go straight into the gym, and because the leader is an old lady who is most likely about to die, she had no special challenges set up, except she wanted me to fight trainers with stupidly easy questions to answer that either give us buffs or nerfs, depending on what answer we picked. Going on to fight her wasn't much of a challenge, and was also done first time, forcing Opal to hand us the fairy badge. Oh look, Hop wants another fight, great. We then go through the ruins of Route 7 and through to the next town, which houses the next gym. I know I'm pacing this much faster than earlier, but that's because there wasn't really many problems faced for quite a long period. So yeah, we headed into the next gym, which had the worst challenge ever, where you have to use the rumble in the controller to figure out where you can and can't step. We then easily destroy Gordy, as he is a rock type gym leader, and I'm strong against him, scoring us our 6th badge. And to celebrate, we had dinner at Papa's Pizzeria. Oh my gosh, would you stop battling me, Hop? Oh, great, another team yell battle. Nice, this dude just gave me a magical water bike. We were making really good progress. The next key thing that happened was another fight against Marnie, but this time, it was even harder. Her Croagunk had evolved into Toxicroak, which made it terribly hard for Sobble to kill it. I had to reteach Sobble Swift in order to get any damage on it, but after many deaths, we finally beat Toxicroak and finished the battle. Into Spikemuth we went for our next gym battle. However, here we faced a huge problem, because on the way to battle Piers, the gym leader, we are forced to do a double battle on our own with some Team Yell Grunts, meaning in order to enter this gym, we were required to have 2 Pokemon on our team. Obviously, we don't want that. However, just like Alpharad did in his video of beating, I think it was Sapphire with Mudkip, the rule was no catching Pokemon. And what if I was to say, we could get given a Pokemon without catching it, because that's exactly what happens at the daycare. Talking to one of the NPCs will give us a free Toxel, and as long as we don't use him, meaning by not using any of his attacks and wasting it by giving him items that have no effect, we can continue the challenge. Unfortunately, it will mean that he will take hits that are meant for Sobble, but there's simply nothing I can do about that, and I just really wanted to continue this challenge. We easily defeated the Grunts, made our way to Piers, and luckily for us, the actual gym battle didn't allow either people to Dynamax, so that made things much easier for me, and we received our 7th gym badge. 1 more to go. We go outside, hear a large boom sound, which Leon has to expect, and later find out he's getting praised for destroying unexpected Dynamaxing Pokemon, which really isn't that impressive seeing how many Dynamax Pokemon my Sobble has gone through. Going back to Rehan's stadium, we can start the final gym trial straight away, and because Rehan can't get off his phone for any longer than 2 minutes, he hasn't set any special trial up except 3 battles with trainers before fighting him. However, to make my overall challenge harder, every battle throughout this trial, including the actual gym battle itself, was a double battle, meaning Toxel would die straight away and Sobble would have 2 Pokemon targeting him at almost every moment. The 3 small battles weren't too bad, however Rehan's battle was an extreme step up. My attacks weren't doing as much damage as I hoped, but that wasn't even the problem. It was the damage I was taking, which is obviously emphasized even more with the fact that I'm being targeted by 2 Pokemon. And to top it all off, I still had to get through his Gigantamax Duraludon. I had absolutely no chance of winning, so I decided to get a little closer to finishing Sobble's training by, of course, grinding raid candies, getting him all the way up to level 91. But even then, I still wasn't able to get through his final 2 Pokemon. I ended up buying a whole bunch of max potions to consistently heal Sobble when required, but that still didn't work. It was time. It was finally time to fully power up my Sobble by getting him to level 100. We did so, and declined her request to evolve one last time, and finally, I'd say after around 7 battles, we finally defeated the final gym battle and earned ourselves the final gym badge, the Dragon Badge. We were ready to enter the Pokemon League, located in Windon, an epic looking final town for Sword and Shield. We made our way right towards Windon Stadium, where we sign up to enter the quarterfinals and verse our rivals one last time. I won't talk about these too much because they were just another battle against Marnie and Hop, where we completely ruined their entire journey worth of dreams of becoming champion one last time because he's a total moron who picked Scorbunny, you idiot. Now yes, Marnie was a little hard with Toxicroak and our Grimmsnarl, but nothing too much to waste time on. We were then congratulated by Leon for making it into the semi-finals, where he promised he'd meet us for dinner, but he doesn't because he's at a meeting with the chairman Rose, and then we become impatient, mark some security guards for the keycard for Rose's office, and break into a building just to check on Leon. Because you know, we're 10-year-old children capable of breaking into the most secure building in Galar. That's just how it be sometimes. This woman then gets mad and we beat her, and find out Rose wants to cancel tomorrow's semi-finals because he's secretly evil, basically, but Leon doesn't know that, and Leon's just like, no, we are doing these finals. Anyway, tomorrow comes along and we prepare ourselves to fight our way through 3 of the gym leaders, again to see who is worthy of battling Leon at a chance of becoming the champion of Galar. Oh wait, no, Bede comes in and breaks the rules and forces me to battle him despite being kicked out of the gym challenge, but we destroy him and continue to do what I just said before. Again, I won't say too much except we fought Nessa, Baya and Rehan for the 2nd time. Thankfully, Rehan's battle wasn't a double battle this time, so it was much easier. We did it. we beat the semi-finals and was ready to fight Leon. Oh wait, no, Chairman Rose is kind of a bad guy and releases the Darkest Day again upon Gala. So we search for the doggos to help us, but they kind of just disappear, but we end up finding their historical sword and shield relics. We then break into the power plant to stop Rose, and this generally was where I thought the run was going to end, and that's because of Rose's Therathorn. Not only my attacks didn't do much damage to it, but I took damage after attacking it, and not only that, its power whip move would kill me in either 1 or 2 shots, at max HP at level 100. If it didn't one-shot me, I couldn't attack it again because it would kill me after I attack, and spamming potions on myself would just mean I'm not doing damage to him. Now I am really shortening my explanation of this problem because this video is getting quite long, but I got really lucky by it using dumb moves giving me room to attack. So yeah, I thought the run was over, but luckily Rose is dumb and chose wrong moves, allowing me to win the battle. We then continue to find out how dumb he is by him releasing the 3rd legendary of the game, Eternatus, into the wild, in which we are then forced to make our little Sobble fight against this monstrosity. But Sobble was stronger, because yeah. However, even after destroying Eternatus, that wasn't it. Eternatus then transforms itself from the form we see into its UFO-like Gigantamax form, which we also have to fight in a raid-style battle. Luckily though, we hold up the sword and shield relics and summon the 2 legendary dogs who turn into their armored forms to help us destroy Eternatus. The more we attacked it, the less damage it would do. However, it was just so cool seeing the dogs do their signature moves on him. The animations are just so nice. And after multiple attacks, we finally defeated the thing. But wait, it wants us to what? No, it can't be. That's against the rules. Unfortunately, we cannot decline, and even if we had 0 Pokeballs, the game provides us with one just to catch Eternatus. We were so close. However, I wasn't going to count this as breaking the rules, especially since we aren't even going to use it in any way whatsoever to help us with the challenge. And just like that, we saved the Gala region. This was it. We were up to the actual final challenge, where we have to face the champion Leon, and fittingly, it was without a doubt the hardest part of this entire challenge. Because of his stupid brother picking Scorbunny, Leon decided to take the Grookey, which is a grass type, meaning it's super effective against me. And with it at level 64 and now being a Rillaboom, it was so hard to beat. Like the Ferrothorn battle, it was a case of it being able to kill me in 2 shots, while I needed to hit it around 3 or 4 times to kill it. I died at least 5 times before me deciding to buy around 99 max potions to help me. 3 more matches led me in defeat to Rillaboom, alongside a round where I beat Rillaboom but lost to his Haxorus. But now I had a little strategy going, and then came the winning battle. I was up against Rillaboom, and as long as he never got a critical hit on me, as they would one-shot my Sobble, I'd let him attack me, which would do insane amount of damage, max potion myself, and repeat. If I was lucky, Rillaboom would pick a move that was different to the one doing insane amounts of damage, and then that was always followed up by a move that didn't affect Sobble. Those were my chances to attack. I felt I went through around 20 max potions just on Rillaboom, and then came Haxorus, and he wasn't as bad, but it was basically the same situation, just he would pick worse moves on me more often. Once he was done, Leon sent out his famous Gigantamax Charizard. I let him waste all 3 of his Gigantamax attacks by protecting and max potioning myself, only to finally kill it once back in its basic form. And there we go. We became the champion of the Gala region and beat the main story of Pokemon Sword and Shield by technically only using our starter, Sobble, alongside no Dynamaxing or allowing him to hold any items. This was a 14-hour playthrough, and it was so much fun due to how difficult it got at times. Epic Toast is now officially the champion of the Gala region. Thanks everyone so much for watching.